Good afternoon, my
Good afternoon,
friends.
good afternoon, good afternoon.
How are you?
It's the third time I kissed you, right?
I know.
Third
Kind
time.
of nice today. I feel very
Third time.
loved. Very,
Third
very
time.
loved.
All the love.
Yeah,
telling
well,
you,
that's what
boy.
life's about.
Yeah,
And
that's for sure.
today is St.
Yeah, that's it.
Patrick's
That's
Day.
it, St. Patty's Day.
And I did not see my friend Patrick yet today.
Really?
Now, well, he had something that he had to take care of. So I will be seeing him tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
But we did go out last night, and guess where we went? To Connolly's Pub.
Did you?
And
I love
I had the
Connolly's.
most
I love
delicious
Connolly's.
sandwich going. It was great. And the bar and the place was packed.
It's always packed.
Yeah.
I love Jerry. I'm always giving you a shout out.
He was very
Connolly
nice.
Station, yeah, Connolly Station in
Jerry
Malvern.
He's awesome.
He really is.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. I love him and very grateful for him. I'll tell you.
While we were there, we met 4 people that we knew, and we were chatting. So it took us like 20 minutes to leave.
Wait, you said it took you 20 minutes to leave?
Yeah, because between me
was
and
good.
Patrick,
That was good.
we
Yeah,
all know
of
everybody.
course.
So we had a
Yeah,
great
of course,
time.
Of course,
So
of course.
happy St. Patrick's
Happy St. Patty's Day. I got to give a really big shout out to Kiwanis, Glendale. I was just there. They had a great St. Patty's at
Zumstadish?
Zumstadish. Do you know how to pronounce this thing? It's in Queens.
Yep,
No.
that's
In Ridgewood.
Zumstadish.
I thought it was Stomp Dish something, but it's
Zumstadish.
Mitch, whatever. But guys, I'm really, really sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but it's a great German. I mean, things been there for
I've been there.
about a good 60, 70 years or whatever. The food is outrageous. The club, Kerry, Steve, thank you so much
Oh, nice.
for everything. Yeah, and it was a great Kiwanis. And they do everything to help the community.
I went once, a long time ago.
And the police
My
department,
husband.
the 104th precinct, guys, I love you. You're doing a great job out there. So I just wanted to give them a shout out. And yeah, I was really, really happy. I had to get up a little early. Traffic was rough, and going into Ridgewood, it's like that Jackie Robinson.
Oh, yeah.
I hate it. And plus, they're doing so much construction, but
Yeah.
it is
Well,
what it
like
is.
Interboro, I'm
Yeah,
afraid
yeah, well,
of
that's
it.
what it is. It's the Jackie
I'll
Robinson.
go
That's what it's called.
Union Turnpike all the way or something. I'm afraid of the Interboro.
Why?
It's this big to put your car in. So small, that line. No way, I don't do it.
Okay. I'm not even going to go with that. It's only this big.
Yeah, it's too narrow for me to drive.
Okay, good answer. Anyway, today, of course, is St. Patty's Day. Now, I have to give a very big shout out, congratulations, 3 of them, to Frankie and Karen from the Polo Lounge. She got engaged yesterday. She said yes. So we give you a big shout out.
Frankie! Oh, I'm so
Finally
happy
doing,
for
yeah, you
him.
kidding me? You kidding me?
Oh, he's
Very,
a
very,
doll.
very happy. Yeah. So, I can't wait. I'm just, I was in awe. I was shocked.
Yes.
He's talking to me.
Shocked
And I'm
too.
like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? She said yes. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Oh, that's great.
I'm like, really? I said, and I go, really? But I still didn't know what he was talking about because I was on another call. And it was just really whatever. I just can't believe it. And he's like, 3 years finally, blah, blah, blah. He got a beautiful ring, which I would never expect anything less.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, Karen, I mean, he's not a walk in the park. Okay,
Yeah,
remember
but
that.
she's in love with him.
All right, yeah, she is. They're both in love with each other.
Yeah, he adores her. Oh,
So definitely. And then happy birthday, Bonnie Scalisi
There we go.
from the Wildflowers Comedy Show. She's going to have a really, really beautiful big event tonight, right?
Yeah,
So
we're
you guys-
going.
Yeah. So yeah, I can no comment. Just no
I'm
comment.
sitting with all
I can-
our old friends
Really?
from Governors
good.
tonight.
Oh, that's going to be great. That's going to be wonderful. And happy birthday, Patty LaCurso. How are you? She's out there in Florida. I know you forgot about us.
Patty
I know you're too busy.
LaCurcio.
I know you're too busy, but have your people call my people because I know you can't call me because you're too busy out there. I'm only teasing, babe. I hope everything is well. I hope the family's great. And yeah, that's it for right now.
That's it. So we have some terrific guests today. We have Steve Strangio.
There we go.
And
Yes,
I pronounced your
fantastic.
name wrong when I first said
It's
it.
okay. It happens every time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
I
So
really
what's
don't know
the
why.
correct pronunciation?
Well, in Italian, it would be Strangio.
Strange.
I like that
Strangio.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then
Strangio.
it kind of became, Strangio, and then Strangio,
Strangio, right, I was gonna say, right?
Strangulo, Strangio, and Smith.
Smith. I
don't know
like
how that happened,
Strangio.
yeah. Strangio.
There you go.
It's a name
That-
that you can feel, And my mom named me Steve. Originally, I was supposed to be Antonio Strangio III, but everybody thought that Steve Strangio flowed nicely, and it kind of feels like a superhero name. I'm an alter ego, Steve
Yeah.
Strangio, like Peter Parker, so it worked out
Yeah.
pretty nicely.
But I like Strangio.
Strangio,
And you
yes.
got to say it with your hand in the air.
Always, because Italian,
That's
you
it.
gotta talk.
And
like
then
this.
when I heard your name, I was in love with it, Gigi Ferrante.
That's correct.
Gigi. I like that. I like that, Gigi.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming.
Thank
We're
you for
going
having
to talk
us.
to you about
Yeah.
everything that you guys are doing. The first thing we do on the show is normally you get Italian bread. But today, because it's St. Patty's Day,
get corned
you're
beef.
getting green bagels.
No,
I
nice.
thought it was corned beef.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
I can
So-
put some corned beef on it.
Because we break bread with all our clients.
That's right.
Oh, nice.
And
Thank you
that's
very
part
much.
of my
That's it.
Italian
Isn't
heritage.
that
Nice.
something?
It's a wrap
Thank
and
you.
it's
So
cookies.
today you got, you're getting cookies
I'm a big
and
cookie guy.
bagels.
Are
So
you?
you can
I
eat it
love
on
the
the way
cookies.
home.
Okay, thank you.
Oh yeah, I can never
I
stop eating
just got a
cookies.
box from, what is that? The cookie thing it's on the internet.
I know
Like
what you
cookie
mean. Yeah.
doctor, cookie something, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
My-
cookie dealer.
my cookie dealer.
I'm giving you props. I don't care. I'll give you props every week, every day. I get like 10. I get every 2 weeks. I get 10 cookies delivered,
Nice.
You're
and they're big.
unbelievable.
And they're big.
I like
Yeah,
a cookie
yeah.
the size of my head. Just if the cookie's big enough to eat I just eat it and just stop and just keep. I'll start from the top. Just eat around.
Okay.
Go nuts.
So this is your little present today. Your personal bagel, your personal cookies,
Okay,
and your
thank you.
personal gummies.
Is it as big as
I got.
my head?
Look at that.
That big my head. But
So
thank
you
you.
can
hon.
eat it on your way out tonight.
Thank you.
Because
hon.
I know
Thank
you like
thank
to
you.
eat in the
Yes,
car.
yes.
Gummies are awesome too. That's a
Yeah,
very nice.
I don't like gummies.
You don't like
Really?
gummies?
I don't
Oh,
like
okay.
to chew like
Why?
Everybody has their
Because I
thing.
can't digest the gummies.
That's true.
If you don't have great teeth,
What
It's
are you
like-
talking about? You just
I don't have great teeth.
It's
so
like
I have
gum
to
and
Suck on
it
a
stays
thing.
in there.
Suck on a thing. for crying out
chew
loud.
and chew and chew. I don't like gummies.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah,
But
whatever-
a
whatever
lot of
floats your
people,
boat.
love gummies.
Right?
Whatever floats your
boat.
gummy. Whatever makes your gummy happy.
That's it.
So first we're going to start out with this lovely lady, Gigi, who I met because of the Angels, as you know.
Okay.
The Angels do so many great things. People in
do.
the community, there are a lot of Long Island Angels out there.
Indeed.
You're one of them. But
I
first of
try.
all, you're in your third act. Before we
Yes.
talk about the great thing you're doing, you were a designer your whole life.
Yes, for
And
40
now
years.
you're in a third act doing what?
I'm in architecture school, full
Which
time,
is amazing.
at the New York Institute of Technology.
And you took that plunge. You decided it's time
Yes,
for a change.
yes. It's a big plunge because with COVID, the act became there's no graphite and paper. Everybody's in the digital world.
Yeah.
So I came in and said, "How do we draw?" It's like, okay, 3D modeling and Rhino, Grasshopper, and then you have to have all these apps to present your drawing in the digital world.
Wow.
Nobody's using paper. I think the kids today don't even know what paper is.
Printer
Right,
said.
that's for sure.
Because
Or
we're-
rotary dials.
because we're using pencil.
Yeah.
It's not really a different world. It's just a different part of the person because they wear the clothes. And I guess the difference is that when you're designing clothing, the worst thing that could happen, because I was in evening wear, a strapless gown could fall off and something else is on the table. But in architecture, if you mess up, a
Okay.
few
The
people,
building falls.
the building falls, and you.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that's the difference.
That's a nice way of putting it.
But it's structures. It's still structures, except that it's not whaleboning. It's steel structures.
Okay. All right.
That's a
It's the
good
same
way of
thing. It's
putting it.
compression, tension, same thing.
All right.
And if you're in the audience, you might have a nice show.
Exactly.
Okay.
Anyway, it's nice to hear that. I love to hear when women make changes.
Yeah, and
And men too, because life is all
Absolutely.
about change.
And of course, this is midterm, and I said when I went to hear a concert for Holocaust Remembrance at the Hebrew Union College, I was extremely inspired by the music because I said, how relevant is the Holocaust to today? Some big gorilla in the room is trying to squish the little people. So I said, what if we bring this same music, because my daughter was invited to play in this, Paloma Ferrante, she's the cellist. What if we bring that to the Holocaust Museum in Long Island? And I pitched the idea to the Holocaust Museum.
Isn't that something?
The mayor of Glen Cove and Carol Waldman, Eve
Who's a
Lupenko.
lovely woman
And she worked for 35 years as the chairperson for the director for the Glen Cove Senior Center. So
Right,
she's
she was
very
a
much in
lovely
touch
lady.
of everything. So, Yeah, and so if we can touch, and I said I felt really unable to do anything because that's such a big project. But I said, what if one person at a time can help? And
That's
now,
right.
and now the
That's right.
project has gained legs, and it's really going. It's
And Vicki Elner also.
yeah, Vicki Elner. So
She's another
everybody's
angel.
another angel. Wonderful, wonderful lady.
So what you're doing called the Concert for Peace.
Concert for Peace.
And what is it going, what is
And
it
all
all
the
about?
it will all be it's 3 artists, which is my daughter and Pavel Gintov and Hanna Golodonsky. They will be playing. In the first half of the music, it will be pieces that were inspired by and written by Jewish composers to commemorate that because it's a remembrance also. And then after that, we have Ukrainian musicians and terrific musicians, and they will be playing. And now it's coming out of the woodworks. I have Ukrainian artists. It's like, can we
Really?
join? Can we hop
It's going
in?
to be some event
It's
Sunday.
it's going to be some event because now I have the cantor from Roslyn, Elena Swartz and Sergei Swartz. They want to sing. I mean, it's going to be phenomenal.
Hopefully we can try and stop
Please
by.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little small seed that has now gained legs and it's
Yeah.
growing.
That's wonderful. Well, the work you guys are doing, the three of you ladies, is unbelievable. I'm proud to know you all.
Yeah, because it will be, hopefully, we'll have all that money to go in straight to the Ukrainian fund. And it's at the bottom of the flyer. And, little by little, and we're trying to get the matching funds from the corporations, whatever we gave, whatever we reach. And
Wow,
I'm
that's
writing a
terrific.
lot of emails like, what's your maximum that you can match? I said,
That's terrific.
and it's gaining legs. It's really getting out there, and people are just saying, we can't come, but we'll send money.
And also, you're coming off of surgery, you said? You had
Yes,
just
I had a cancer removed from my spine.
I'm sorry, can you speak up a little?
I
Can you
have a
say it
ca-
again here? I'm sorry.
I have a cancer removed from my spine, so I have
I'm sorry.
four rods in my back, but it
You
never
look great.
stops me.
You
do
look
look
great. You
beautiful.
look great.
Because it's your spirit that has
Yes,
to
it's
make you
true.
survive.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's true. That's
And
what
I never
helps.
take a disability as a hindrance to do what I do.
That's great.
People always say,
amazing.
Yeah,
"What are you
yeah.
doing? What are you doing? Why are you doing this?" I
Because
said,
it helps you and
I
it
said-
helps others.
you open the media and you see what's going on in the world. You cannot just sleep soundly if you haven't done your little bit of good.
You're absolutely
So
right.
we try.
And that's going to make you healthier and healthier.
I think so. If we
Yeah,
can
and-
inspire and
yeah.
hopefully inspire young kids to pick up the slack and continue.
I believe in that. I've worked
Because
hard on that.
our generation is always being blamed for something. We've done all the worst things. I said, well, you guys have to pick up the slack because we're the ones that are trying to change really
Exactly.
and make it happen.
And your husband is a part of a big law firm, but he is
He's-
a former model, you told
yeah,
me.
yeah.
This is a very,
Really?
It's like,
you know,
yep, but
You definitely have a beautiful child. I mean, you're very beautiful, and you can see where it stems from.
yes, yes, she's gorgeous.
There's no mailman on that one.
no. But it's I think that the beauty of people, I think, is it's where it's from the inside, and that's important. And you build that spirit, and what reflects from the outside is really from the inside.
Yes.
And those two artists that playing. One of the parents of Hannah is still in Ukraine and trying to get out, and somehow get some help through the Polish side. And Pavel's family is also there. So we have a lot of Ukrainian musicians that are being displaced quickly. So, I mean, as much as you want to help everybody, they're in a special case, the musicians, because they'll have to leave everything. And just because a cello or a violin or a piano doesn't breathe, but it does breathe in its own way. So that's why I said, let's make a concert, because through music, we can touch more people in so many levels, whether it's just appeasing them or alleviating the pain. And maybe they can use their music to speak a language to reach out to a big audience,
Yeah, it's great.
to
I
come
think it's
together
wonderful.
in a peaceful way and help out someone.
Now, is the dress code for this little event very fancy schmancy? In case we come?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
It's an afternoon concert.
Okay.
You know.
Because sometimes they are.
Well, it's like going
it
to the
is.
Met.
Well,
Really
it is. Like it's,
I love
I
that.
think that the dress code is like you come to a place, and I always tell that to the children, you know, like, and people, you respect the people that are playing because they're going to be playing in some
Well, I
proper
believe
clothes.
in that. Respect is how you dress too.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think you'll feel better. You know, it's definitely not a rugby
It's a
team.
special thing, right?
Special thing.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what I noticed when she was playing in Europe, my daughter. I mean, like, you have a 12 noon concert, and the people are properly attired.
right.
So,
No jeans.
no.
Yeah, you're gonna wear jeans?
No, I don't wear jeans.
that's
I hate jeans too.
we
I
go.
can't wear jeans.
No, but I think it's,
I'm a mama. I can't wear jeans.
you know,
Wrong answer.
but thank you for, you know, letting us express this.
Well, we're going to talk more about it. But I'm so glad you came. You're lovely. Look at this hair. Jeez, how do you wash this hair?
I
It's
mean,
so
I
good.
actually excused myself from a class today because I just
You
finished our
did?
midterms. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you for doing
I
that.
put my chaps, like,
Well, you have to keep us posted when you graduate.
you
We're
will.
very interested in
because,
successful women like you.
Well, you know, I after fashion industry, I have all my training in horticulture and landscape design. And I said, well, what if I go to the next level, which is go into architecture? So I spoke to the dean and got
And
a
there you go.
portfolio. And then I said,
That's it.
I'm old. I said, I'm basically legitimately have my AARP card.
Oh, no. I told you, we had a conversation about that. I got it. First of all, I was very upset when I reached, I think, 45. I mean, I'm 56. I'll be 56.
You're a
I turned around.
baby.
I turned,
Exactly.
a baby. You're only 9
He's a
years older
baby
than me.
boy.
I love this. Anyway, you turn around and for your birthday, I think it was my 45th birthday, I got an
I can get my
AARP
retirement
card
card
with birthday balloons on it. That did make me happy.
Hey, you get discounts at many places.
Yeah, like I'm really gonna remember.
I use mine.
Okay, well, I'm glad you do.
But you know what?
I'm not going to the movie theater pulling out. You got a line of all young people,
It's a
and I'm
state
going to
of
pull
mind.
out my wallet and go, "Can I get a discount for AARP?" No, I don't. I
Well,
can't.
the Breakfast
You know,
Club
I-
has a list of all the
No,
places
but
you can get a discount for.
No. Listen, it's great, but I still, I don't want to. Look, I know
Do
I'm getting
it.
older.
Right.
All right, and
It's a state of mind.
no, it is 100%. I feel like I'm 18
I don't
years
feel
old.
my age. And I'm old.
I'm really.
Old.
I'll
Yeah,
share
she's
my
like
age.
really. She's
I'm
8 years older than me.
Big
6,
one
whatever it
coming
is.
this year.
Not yet. No, it's next year.
This year,
Is it?
Biggie.
65.
7-0.
Really?
Yeah. You having a party for me?
If you want a party, a party it is. That's all
want
she
5
wants. That's all-
parties.
That's all she cares
I'm
about is
right there.
parties. She doesn't care about anything else. She just wants parties.
5 parties I would.
Oh my God. Real
Anyway.
quickly, Jenny
It's
A,
fun.
Jenny C, how are you? Saba, how you doing? Bob D'Amato, an amazing man. Say hi to the wifey. Karen, how you doing? And happy St. Patty's Day. Heidi Geiger, one of the most amazing women in the world. I love her. And hopefully I'll get to see you next week. And we have Francis. How are you, Francis? Hanging in there? Stephanie Jeffrey Carlino. How are you?
Oh,
Happy
she's
St.
the St. Patty's Day
Okay,
girl.
St.
Okay.
Patty's Day, yep. And then we have Beatrice. How are you? How's Dom? I hope everything's okay. You guys are in our prayers all the time. Teresa, how you doing? MDW, Power Radio.
Whoa.
78.7.
Love him.
Before we even talk about that, that's going to be on the 26th, but Benny B is going to be playing DJing on the 19th, which is Saturday. So you guys got to definitely come on down and see Benny B. He's part of the radio station, and then you have Cliff Hernandez, you have Mike Torres, DJ Mike Torres. I know I'm saying it out of order, guys, so I'm really, really
They
sorry.
are dolls.
But you guys are amazing. You guys really are amazing. And Robin, how are you, sweetheart? Giving you big hugs and kisses. Eric Paluzzo, how you doing, buddy? And I know I probably missed a few other people, but I'm sending my love to everyone. Okay, there we go.
So, Steve,
Oh, hi.
All right, Steve.
I get to meet you through Facebook, as
Yes,
usual.
yes.
I meet a lot of
She
people
stalks,
through
because she
Facebook.
stalks everybody.
Oh, that's nice to know.
She's
And
a
then we
stalker.
started to chat a little bit.
Yeah,
And
we had a
then
talk.
one morning, I think
Yeah.
I found your name and number in one of my little lists, and I'm like, I just called you.
Yeah.
And this is what I do. Like
I like that. It's a personal
store it,
touch.
No,
and I
stalking,
store it. I
not
store it.
story.
And
Stalking.
one of these days when I'm like really searching for something, I'm like,
Yeah.
who is this? And I just called, and
And
that's what
you
happened.
did.
Right?
We had a pleasant conversation. That was nice.
Yeah, but no, that's what she does, though. I
Yeah,
said
it was very nice,
She'll
yeah.
call up random people in the middle of the night.
just talk.
And just start talking.
Yeah.
to them.
You know,
Listen, it's a numbers game. You know, you call 100 people, you're gonna get a couple of them.
well, you know, sometimes
You're bound to get one.
whenever I get a telemarketer, I always like to play with them. I answer it like this: "Hello and welcome to Movie Phone." You know, just screw them up. The person you have selected is angry at you. Rated R.
That's it. There we go.
And they just run. I can hear them running away from the phone. It's pretty
But
fun.
really,
Yeah.
you were actually surprised that I reached out to you.
I'm always surprised.
Yes,
I'm
because-
surprised at everything. Life is a big surprise. And I've
He
always
looks
wanted-
so surprised,
I've
though.
always, it's my surprise
He
face.
has that surprise face.
I've always wanted a surprise party, too. I never had a surprise
Well,
party.
I've had a few.
You got it? You good? Are they good? Maybe for the 70th.
I throw good surprise parties.
You should plan your own surprise party.
Yeah,
You just
no.
show up.
You know, she'll do really good, too. Don't get me wrong. She can do it.
I'm very fussy.
That's
so,
good. That's
you
good.
know,
You
I
know-
would have to plan part of it.
You know what you want.
Yeah.
And that's good. In this
And-
life, you can't get anything unless you ask for it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is true. So now,
Yeah.
I like bald men.
Oh, thank
and
you.
you have, I see
I
that.
told you that late phone call.
Oh, I
It'll
said-
always do it.
Well, I am-
It'll
I am-
always do it.
I'm
It must have
actually,
been your picture that made me
Yeah.
Well, thank
reach
you.
out to you.
I'm actually newly bald.
It's
I'm,
the hair.
I'm,
You're
I'm-
newly
I'm
bald.
a newly bald man, and I'm proud of it. I'm bald and proud. I'm happy. I will walk around going, look at my head. Look.
Be careful.
And I have a good time. Well, this head. Look at over here.
Okay, yeah, there.
Eyes up here.
Look up.
And it's good.
It
It's,
works. It
it's
works.
freeing. It's freeing, because
great. You
when I
have
had,
both
I was losing hair, I was thinking, all right, I never wanted to be soup candy cane boy or cotton candy guy. I never wanted to stick my head in the cotton candy machine and comb my hair. I never wanted to have that happen. As I was coming, I'm thinking, you know something, I'm gonna wait. So so far I lost about 40 pounds.
You look great.
great.
Well, thank
I love
you.
red
Thank
and
you.
black, too. That's
Thank you.
pretty
It's my
nice.
color.
Baldness. She loves your head.
Red.
Yeah, you're bald.
Good. I know what you're talking
You know what
about.
I'm talking
Keep it
about.
up level.
Oh, yeah, keep it up level. All right.
And it's
All right.
like, and I think when I go bald, I just want to go bald and just own it, and it just feels great.
Well, you are owning it, I have to tell you.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, own
It's
it.
yours.
She wants to own it.
Whenever I wear a hat, though, I got a big heed. If you watched that from, remember that movie?
Yes.
So I married a Max murderer. It was like, heed, move, heed. He's
But
a
you
big
see,
heed.
a hat would hide your looks. You don't want to
Well,
do
thank
that
you very
'cause
much.
you're
I
quite
appreciate
handsome.
that. But thank you. I appreciate that. You're a beautiful woman. Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
So-
Yes, talk to me.
Let's talk about Steve, your host, Mega Trivia.
Super
You know
Mega
the
Trivia
answer
Slam.
to every trivia
Mega, not
question?
naked trivia.
Super naked trivia slam. It's a
Yeah.
new thing I'm working on.
It starts from the head
It's-
and
I
down.
figured,
said
let's
mega.
get naked from thy head.
That's it.
We'll start here, and then
Well,
we'll see
you
how
do
it
have a
goes.
naked.
It's super mega trivia slam. I wanted something that stood out, and I'm a big fan of like B movies and grindhouse movies, as they're called, from the
Right.
70s. And I always wanted to just create a type of trivia show that was different. For a long time I've hosted trivia.
Right.
And when you go to a trivia show, you got to sit there. You got to be quiet.
Right.
It's
Except
like
in
it's
bars,
like
you
going
can
to a
yell out.
lecture, which is nice. It's good to learn. But when I go out, I want to have fun. And I noticed that people started shouting out the answers.
Yeah, in
or
the
people
bars
started
they do that.
cheating,
Yeah,
stuff like
in
that.
the
I couldn't
bars.
stop them. So I figured, I came up with this tagline. It's like, all right, Super Mega Trivia Slam, shout out the answers and keep your own damn score. Just keep your own damn score. I don't care about scoring anymore.
right.
I want to create, it's more of a group experiment where people are shouting out the answers, they're keeping the score at their tables, and just having a good time. Don't worry about winning a $25 gift card. Just enjoy
Well,
the
people
show.
want to win,
Right.
though.
Yeah.
People like to win.
Well, what I'm doing is, I don't have the live show just yet. Basically, I have my own YouTube channel. Super Mega Trivia Slam. Just
okay.
search for it on YouTube. And I have 7 or 8 episodes that I've done so far. 2 that I've done here in Massapequa, over at Paradise Studios.
I love
Bobby
him
Lacerra,
over there.
awesome
Bob
man,
Lacerra
awesome,
is a
awesome
doll.
man. And then I've done 2 at Kevin Smith's Smod Castle, which
Smod Castle?
yeah,
I've
Smod
never
Castle.
heard of
His name is
Smod Castle.
Smith. It's Smith Pod Castle. Smith Smod
Smod
Castle.
Castle.
It was a movie called Clerks, and he opened up his own podcast theater a few doors down from where he filmed Clerks. And it's funny because the very first film I was in actually debuted a few doors down from when Clerks debuted in 1993. So I've been in this he calls his world the View Askew-niverse, because View Askew is the name of his company. And my name is Stephen Strangio. Some people call me Stephen Strangio, Dr. Stephen Strange, the multiverse. So I'm in the multiverse of the Askew-niverse. I'm always kind of on the periphery in my own little world.
Which is a
But
good
they-
thing.
I
It's
wanna
always
be my
good
own
to
thing.
be different.
Yeah, I wanna be my own
It's good to be
thing.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's good to
Yeah.
stand out from other
That's right.
people.
That's right.
So we film shows there, and I'm trying to film shows over at Drake Media Studios, Donna Drake.
Oh, well, we know
Very
Donna
good friend
very
of mine.
well.
Good.
Yeah,
I've known
no, I
Donna
do.
for over 35 years. She's my sister, and my not biological
Funny,
sister, but I've
we
made her my
all
sister.
somehow.
That's a connection.
This is Long Island, all right? Everybody knows everybody.
Everybody knows everybody.
Donna is one of my
True,
heroes.
true.
If you stand close to Donna, you can see the world just spinning around her.
Right.
You see people. I know her. I know
Right.
him. I know him. I know
That's
him.
right.
I mean, I know
so
Donna
right.
way back when she was working out of the basement.
She's
yeah.
one of my favorite people.
Yeah,
One of my
well,
favorite
we know
people.
each other very well.
So it's like she produced a lot of my shows. You know, I'm a playwright also, and all sorts of other stuff. So I want to turn this show. Right now, it's all about the YouTube channel and getting to 1,000 subscribers. And then once that happens, the ads kick in, and I can keep doing this, on a regular basis.
Right.
The show is a half-hour show, and I talk directly to the camera, and I involve the audience. So it's like, let me be your virtual trivia show host. And that's what it is. Having fun, and every theme, it's every round is a different theme, multiple choice, and then we go to a rapid-fire round.
Oh,
Do you ever
Okay.
go out in the field and do
Not
it
yet.
for groups?
I've hosted the show for a while. I'm still developing the live show.
Right.
It's not ready yet. But when it is ready, then I'll be taking it around and doing it.
You'll be going on
in
the
place.
road.
Yeah.
Dude, that'll be great.
It's going to be a fun time. Then I want to do that. And plus, actually, Smod Castle and Bobby's place, Paradise Studios, they have places where people can sit and watch.
Yeah, I've been to
Yeah.
Bobby's place a lot.
So,
we were there.
Yeah.
When the time is right, I'll have some people come in and be a part of the show. But right now, it's all about just doing it.
But,
It started in
yeah.
the pandemic because
Yeah.
nobody wanted to come out and do anything. So I figured, all right, let me come to you. Let me come and see
I
you.
didn't realize that you were doing it at Bobby's, though. I thought you were doing it from your home in New Jersey.
No, it was actually, well,
Really?
I started from my home. Actually, I grew up in Oceanside.
Okay.
And then I moved out to Jersey for about 5 years, and I came back about 2 years ago, taking care of my mom. She just
Yeah.
turned 88,
God
believe
bless
it or
her.
not.
God
Oh,
bless her.
that's
God bless her.
terrific.
Congratulations.
The woman's amazing. She has suffered through several maladies, but she's strong. But I've been here to help her make sure. So I've been back for
Good-
about
good
2
son.
years. Thank you. I'm an only child, so it's like my dad passed away.
And
a
you
few
live in
years ago,
Jersey,
so-
right? With
No,
Mom?
right now I
No, he
live in
lives here,
Long.
lives out
Right
here.
now I live in Long Beach.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
I
on
live
the
in Long
water.
Beach.
You
Yeah, I
got the
love-
nice
You got
life.
you have the rough life.
Oh my
That's
God!
where all that color is.
Exactly. Yeah,
Oh,
this
that's
is
all.
it.
Do you
know.
go to the
Look at
diner
you.
there? That diner?
Every
in Jer-
diner.
No, there's one diner in Long
Which
Beach.
one?
What's the name
Laurel's
of it?
Line? Laurel?
Laurel, the
Laurel
Laurel.
Diner.
Okay, my mother grew up in Oceanside, and she used to work as one of those, one ringing dingy, the type of operators pulling out things and putting them in.
I did long time
And
ago.
there you go. So you probably know her.
Let
Sorry
the
about
guy
that. Sorry,
speak.
kids.
for crying out loud. Holy shit. God almighty, let the guy speak.
I did do
Wow.
She could jump in. That's all right. So she would actually go to the Laurel when it was a movie theater.
Yep.
Okay,
I
and
grew
it
up
was
in
like,
Long Beach.
and everything I hear, because she's 88,
On
all I
that
hear is
road.
like, I would
Laurel
sit
Side.
there for like, for a dime, I'd get 2 movies, I'd get a cartoon, I'd get a
very funny.
newsreel,
I
I'd buy a
live
steak,
Laurel
I'd do a tap dance, I mean, everything. And that was her time. She would spend her time, and so it's come full circle, And now they have, there's a brewery in there, Bright Eye Beer Co., I think it's called. And that used to be a place where you would buy, like a five and dime store.
Woolworth, one of those.
Exactly. And her entire job was to wrap vases. That was her job. Back in the 50s,
Wow.
that was a job.
That's a job.
Wrap
and
vases?
you
Like
just,
you put
people would buy a
roses?
vase or a
You
vase,
just wrap- Oh, a vase.
vase, whatever you call it, and then she would wrap it, and that was it.
That was a job.
That was her job. But they turned that into a brewery. So now it's like, I feel connected to that area because my mom worked
Right.
there, So it's good to hang out in
That
places.
is great.
But
That's a
how is
great
she now? though?
story.
Is she okay?
She's-
Wits, everything?
She has her wits. She
That's great.
never stops. I can't stop her.
See, that's great.
Just
That's
let her
great.
go, and I'm happy because my longevity is in my family. It's just we need to do things. So.
Oh, absolutely.
And
But
she-
your voice is like great.
Well, thank you very much. I
But
appreciate
That's
when-
why you talk late at night.
it. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
For Stupid Naked Trivia Slam.
That's it. Exactly.
Come on down. It's
So
late
is
night.
this the
Late night
third?
trivia.
Is this the second act for you, or did you have a corporate job?
Should we play How Old Is Steve? You want to play How Old Is Steve? I can play How Old Is
What
Steve.
did you do before?
I did so many. I did everything.
Yeah.
I actually worked down the street here in the area where the library used to be a strip mall.
Right.
It was called Select Video where I worked. Select Video is where I worked there. So I know this area so well. I used to
The
walk
whole area
around here.
part changed. I live right down the block too and watch it change.
Dang, it just changed. And I dated somebody for about 4 years who lived here in West End. My best friend Rob and his wife Liz, and basically they live here with their kids. So
Yeah,
it's
you
like
did tell me
I know
about
I
that,
know
yeah.
the area. I know the area really well. It's actually before we came here. I was actually driving around just reminiscing. About
Looks different now, right?
It looks different, but everything changes. Even my hometown of Oceanside, but it's like it's progress. I'm
Right.
extremely sentimental. I'm a very sentimental guy. I attach feelings to places, and I have shirts that I don't think I've had for 30 years, but I can't throw it out. Because it's just.
So are you a
That's like
hoarder?
I'm not a hoarder. No, I'm not a hoarder. I throw things out,
No, that's called a hoarder.
but I say.
And then you throw it out and you take it back.
No, if I walk in and there's like 10 piles of newspapers that I can't, then yeah, you're a hoarder. But no, I have room.
Well, that's good.
But I save certain things, and also buildings have certain memories to me.
Sure. Well,
So
you're
it's
a
like-
touchy-feely
Rob Brady
guy.
says hi.
Oh, hey, Rob. It's good to see you, man.
Touchy-feely
Select
guy.
I'm not
video.
touchy
you
feely.
select video, yeah.
I walk the tightrope.
Yeah, well, that's good. You have fun that way.
I'm what we call a. Well, I'm not a nice guy. I'm not a bad boy. My parents and friends have said you're a good man, and a good man doesn't. He doesn't take stuff. He doesn't let people walk all over him. But at the same time, he's not a jerk.
Right.
So
What does
I
a
try to
good-
respect people. You are a good man. I can feel that you're a good man.
Greg?
So
We
that's what
call
it is.
Greg the Great.
Greg the Great. That's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome. Greg the Good Man.
Yeah, I like that.
So, okay, so is, you getting out there? People are finding out you're doing this, right?
Wait a
Yeah.
second.
Talk to me.
I had a trivia guy a while back ago,
Yeah.
and I got to tell you,
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling it.
Okay.
Just wasn't feeling it.
Well, good night, everybody. What weren't you feeling? Was he-
the atmosphere?
Was he bald?
Yeah, I didn't want to know. All right. Okay, see, you know what? This is when you have to learn to shush your
I
mouth.
know, but it
No,
wasn't.
but it wasn't.
Okay, it
this is my
wasn't.
point. No,
All right, it
but
wasn't.
you're not.
Okay,
Shush.
so stop.
Mom,
come on now.
mom,
Shush.
mom and dad are fighting.
Thank you. Now, no, you're not listening. You're not listening. Yeah, you give it time. No, stop. No, give it time. Let her play with
This
that
was
for a
like
while.
Sunday dinner at my house.
Oh Lord, Jesus, Mary, Joseph.
I'm doing the
Anyway,
turn.
no, it was just, you know what it was? It wasn't enough excitement, and that's what it is. I feel that when you're doing something,
Yeah, yeah.
it just you want to get really everybody involved, not just ask a question.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
And
That's
so-
exactly what I'm talking about. I hate going to trivia shows where you're just sitting there being quiet.
Right.
No, my
I
show
want the
is a
guy
group-
to be like he's on crack, like
Shout
the way I
out,
am.
yeah,
I would be,
shout
you
out
are,
the
we're like this,
answers.
you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's what you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you like that?
Yes, absolutely.
Well,
I
look
bring
so
the
we gotta
crowd
give you-
in.
Fire.
No,
Even when I was hosting, those types of trivia shows, I would play music in the background. I get them psyched
see,
up.
all right, you see, you
I
see
get
that,
them
yeah.
going. I talk to
Yeah.
them. I let them. I say, all right, guys, I gave you the answers. Now shout out some answers and get them involved. Because I came from the world. Okay, when I was 17 years old is when I was doing stand-up comedy. Okay, and I was in that world for a very long time. It was improv, and that led to writing stage plays and being I hosted television shows. And it's just like I just feel comfortable on stage. I was at 17. You don't know what could go wrong, so
Right.
you just can't you go up there and have a good time. And I've been hitting the open mic nights. That's why I know Bonnie Scalise, sweetheart. And I've been hitting the open mic nights so I can remember what it was like to be that guy. To be on stage and just go out there and just have a good time. And I've been testing out some of my trivia at some of the open mic nights. And
That's great.
a lot of the comedians come up to me after the show. They're like, something, this is great. This is like a good break, for the show.
Change,
Because
right.
it rises the crowd up, because a lot of the comedians, mostly the open mic nights are filled with other comedians waiting to go on stage, which is great. I think it's a good supportive environment. That's the one thing Long Island comedians have. They're very supportive of each other.
I
That
have to say, yes.
And I
That
love
I have
that.
to say.
And I love all the guys I've met. They're awesome. And even the women. I see more women up on stage, and I love seeing
They
that too.
are. There's a few that are not, but they're very few.
But they're up there, and it's great. It's a little different because when I was doing stand-up and open mics, there was a large crowd. That's when comedy was first starting. But now it's like, through a lot of classes that are out there and stuff like that, people are learning, they want to get out and do things.
Right.
So I came from that world where I produced a whole bunch of comedy sketch shows and improv shows, so I know improv. It's like follow the fear, never deny, just keep going out there and just making sure that people are listening to, and listen, A lot of comedians or a lot of improv guys will just wait until the person stops talking so they can do their joke. No, the key thing is listen. You got to listen and then feed off the people.
Yeah, well, you're fantastic. You're making me laugh since I
Well, thank
got
you.
here today.
I'm here all week.
What do
Have
you
you tried the
think,
veal?
Gigi?
I think it's hysterical.
It's hysterical.
Well, thank you.
hysterical.
Thank you. There is a 2-drink minimum, so. It's a 2-cookie minimum.
I think you could drag a
Thank you.
crowd.
Definitely.
I'd love to.
Definitely,
But when the
definitely.
time is right,
So-
right now I'm kind of waiting for either a booking agency or a management agency to pick me up. This way I can do it professionally. Get booking people to take care of the booking stuff.
Yeah.
I've been following also what Kevin Smith has been doing. He's a filmmaker, and he does a lot of podcasts as well. He does something like this, but he does it in front of crowds.
Yeah, well, that's where we're going eventually.
You can
right?
definitely do that. You can definitely do this in front of a crowd, And like I've seen the
And
Paramount.
you won't have a mic.
We're going on the road.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm going down the road.
The Paramount's been doing it. They've been inviting people, like podcast people, to come and do it in front of the
Yeah.
crowd as well. So it's it's interesting watching how podcasting and streaming has developed. Because I did podcasts back before even nobody knew what the hell a podcast was.
I know. Yeah,
Really?
that's true.
And people were like, I would explain to them, well, it's like a radio show, but it's on the internet. So like, so what? We got to sit and listen? This is like 2007, 2005, 2006. Look, yeah, sit and listen to my show. I don't want to sit in front of a computer and listen to my show. So I stopped doing it in 2009, and that's when the podcast boom exploded.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, great.
But you were ahead of the game in
Yeah, that's
2000.
right.
That's what Don always says. I'm 15 years ahead of my time. So
Right.
15 years from now, good to see you.
That's
I'll be touring.
Just give me the lotto number.
I know, exactly. So, but I appreciate that, and thank you very much for all the nice comments.
Well, got to call a spade a spade.
Thank you.
Benny B, how are you, babe? I see you're on there. Got to say hello. Mariana, how are you, hun? Carrie Ann, haven't seen you in a while, hun. I see you taking care of Heidi. I really appreciate that. Denise, you're still not back yet. Stop looking at my
I'm not.
Denise. You're still not.
I'm
You're still
liking
not
how
back
this
yet.
looks. It's so
Okay.
pretty. That's what I'm looking at.
Okay,
This.
go look at it after.
It's, you see,
Anyway,
you know what this
anyway.
is?
What is it?
So
Tell
that
her
she,
what this is.
you know what? Because she's so damn
This is
nosy.
how he treats
And
me,
no.
okay?
You know what? Because she can't help herself.
Yeah, yeah.
And what happens, like
Put
just
a
a minute
wall
ago.
here.
Yeah.
All right, when you say something, sometimes she just doesn't learn to zip it. Zip
Gotcha,
that.
gotcha.
So she just. So what does she'll do? She'll turn around. She'll look at remarks and she'll be like, "Oh,
So
that's
this-
what that." Well, but nobody. I'll handle that. You handle your
is
your homework. I have my
A
homework.
cheap way of
Okay.
not putting up the glass
So,
wall.
no, wait. I can't get. I'm trying to find. Look, I'm trying to find one. All right, so everybody can see what this is. This is a box.
The box.
All right, a shoe box. All right, this is how ghetto I have to get. Okay, all right, because someone won't get me. I'm not going to mention who. Someone won't give me a petition because we have to worry. All right, because she's being threatened.
Maybe somebody in
All
the
right,
audience
but
can sell
anyway. But no, seriously, just to keep her over. Look, and you know what she does? Look, she starts moving over more and more.
Getting
Look,
closer.
I'm sitting on your lap practically.
Yeah, pretty soon.
Okay, I'm sitting on your lap.
Yeah.
All right, so
But she loves you.
yeah, okay.
I do
yeah,
love
I
you,
know.
like
yeah,
a
she loves-
brother.
Yeah,
He's like
yeah,
a brother.
Yeah. No, but I'm just saying.
Italian
it's-
brother.
All right.
You want to be my brother too?
Sure.
I have a few
Italians have big
brothers.
families. Even though I'm an only child. How that happened, I don't know.
Eric, I don't know. I don't know you, Eric Peluso, but you're a West Hempstead resident. He just
nice.
said something that's a little. I am going to mention it, but I'm reaching. So
Here we go.
Eric needs a kidney transplant.
Oh, okay.
all right?
Oh,
So-
that's G. Maltimore's friend. He's going to
Okay.
be calling you.
All right. So,
We're gonna
we're
talk to
mentioning
him.
on that. So, Eric Peluso, our prayers are for you. We'll definitely talk more about that. And I said I'd mention it, so I am. And like I said, our prayers are with you.
Wish you all the best.
And if there's anything that we can do for you,
Yeah,
just
Vic-
give us a call. All right. So,
I got that
hopefully we'll
call
get to
today.
see you soon. So, other than that, Benny B, I just love the little emoji. Benny, you look like you're 12 years old in that. Benny's like 98.
He's a
No, I'm
baby.
kidding.
He's so
Really, he is a
cute,
baby.
Benny B. He's
Yeah, he is. He really
adorable.
is. And he's going to be DJing on Saturday. He's a great DJ. So,
awesome.
you know, if you guys aren't doing anything, no, you know what? Just come on down. Even if you are doing something. If you're cooking, bring the food, bring the pots, bring the pan, whatever it is. No, you got to come down and see him.
It's a party.
The guy is a phenomenal DJ. So
Yeah,
please, come on
I
down.
have to say, even I come at night here when they're here.
That's awesome.
Because I don't really go to, the club a lot. But once in a while, when
Yeah.
they're here, forget it.
Yeah,
a good
she has the
time.
best seat in the house.
They have to throw me out.
And that's a good time.
Yeah, right.
Then you had a
That's
good time.
right?
They throw you out, yeah.
That's right.
That's awesome.
So what do you think of this place, Gigi? Isn't it unique?
It's very unique. And
Gigi,
it's-
G's. G's, Gigi.
Gee,
I love her name.
It's very unique. And it's,
So wait,
and I think
that's your birth name? What's your birth name?
Yeah, Gigi.
No. Really? Birth name?
Yeah. How about that? And you know what's the worst? Having a name.
No, it's not. It's great. I'm
No,
G.
no, no.
So.
But if you're Gigi and you go to Italy, because I traveled a lot Italy, so they think, they're looking for Luigi because Gigi is actually a short for Luigi.
Oh, wow.
And with my last name from my husband is Ferrante, so they're always having car service
Really?
looking for some guy. And I said, nope. And she doesn't even look Italian. And yet,
They're figuring they're going to see Gigi, and then out comes.
sorry
you know.
to disappoint you.
Yeah, but you're beautiful, so they're
But
very
yeah,
happy
we
when
try,
you get in the
yeah,
car.
but it's no, it's good fun because I think that you guys are doing a phenomenal job, like even announcing people who need
Oh, definitely.
that,
They reach out to us.
reach
yeah.
out, I think that's
It's
doing
a word
good
of
service.
mouth. What
Word of
happens
mouth.
with this show is everybody that comes on this show is nice. Because we don't allow bitches on the show.
Love it.
If you're a big B, out.
No, because we're all about helping everybody.
That's
You know,
right.
the funny thing
that's
is,
true.
I said, what
love
it's
that.
about, right? And basically,
some
Carol,
drinks.
he's just like, oh, you'll have a blast.
Is
He
that
says,
what
"You'll-"
Carol told you?
They said, you'll have a blast because it's nothing that's scripted.
Right.
And then they make you really comfortable. So, and I think that's very important in a talk show or in an environment. Because
Anywhere, even where
Right,
you work.
right, that's true.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Jerry
important to be
Ferrante
nice.
giving you a shout out there, buddy.
Yeah, it's great.
You're an amazing
It's
guy.
great.
Giving you a big shout out.
Yeah, I think this is the format is really fun, and I was thinking, oh, I have to like read up and what is the format, where you go, because I've done interviews, for TV.
Yeah, they're
and
very
stuff.
structured and they
Yeah,
do pre-interviews
like,
sometimes.
yeah, like college day, first day of football. I mean, you have to like talk about jerseys and what's the colors and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
right.
Like, so I have to do a little research.
Now, I have to just mention, there is, I'm not going to mention what, but there is a donation suggested. If someone doesn't have that, can they still?
Of
I'm
course,
asking. That's why I
it's
just want
not-
to make sure.
okay,
It's not a
let's-
mandatory thing.
When you have suggested donation, okay, we have a goal, so per se,
Right.
that I want to have a goal that I can actually go to United, Ukrainian American Relief Committee, and I have something. So if I didn't
Right.
put that, it's like we're never going to hold you back. You give us your heart pleases,
Right,
because
okay.
at the end of the day, some person's going to have more and another person is going to have less. It's society, right? So we're out there to help. You give from your heart and you say
Good.
what you can give.
So good. That's really important.
That's
Good.
No,
very
and
important.
it's
Very,
not,
very important.
you're never going to be, not allowed to go because you didn't go to the suggested donation. Because there's always some generous people that will
Right.
kick
Definitely.
in.
Right.
That's,
That'll compensate
Do
for
more
the
than-
ones
that
that
will
are
shock
less so
you.
generous.
Like, the people that you didn't expect, and they just say,
That's right. Yeah.
here's something. And they got, because they were touched with the project.
Plus, I think that the ambiance there, when you do something like this and you walk in, you feel it in the air. It's just like everybody's there because they want to be there.
Yeah, and when I first started, and like all the attorneys were saying, do you have this kind of organization, not profit? I said, excuse
Really?
me,
Right.
don't bog me down with this
Good for you.
junk,
Good,
okay?
good.
I
Yes.
said, and then when people do a service and they're not willing to do a freebie, I said, look, I can't do that because we're working very hard, dollar for dollar,
Right.
to make an event happen.
And it's gonna be
and to make a
beautiful.
difference.
Right.
And we don't spend money frivolously. I said, because all the money that's collected goes to United
Direct, exactly.
Ukrainian American Relief Fund. And
Right.
we just said that we had to make sure that the fund is managed in the United States,
Mm-hmm.
only because anything could happen. Something could be frozen, our money could be frozen. Pass it on.
We have a special treat today.
There
Because
you
it's
go.
St. Patty's
Speaking of
Day.
frozen,
Thank you.
Yeah, I
All
mean,
right, why
if
do
your
you give the
accounts-
cups and you collect the napkins? Give me the napkins. She handed you a cup and she keep it in napkins.
You know,
That's
like-
a hoarder. I told you. Look, but
napkins
she,
are
look.
emotional
She took
value.
she took her own napkin and hid it.
What?
Okay, well, we'll continue, but we have Irish soda bread
Oh, my
donated
goodness.
by Susan Pinky today.
Thank
for
you,
our
thank
show.
you.
Susan,
Thank
how
you.
much
Take
we love
one,
you.
take
Appreciate
one.
it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
It's actually delicious.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Wonderful.
Joe LaLuna, what's up,
Fresh.
baby?
I will.
Hope all is well. And Andre Farrell. Oh, what's up, babe? Haven't seen you in a while.
Thanks. I'll just leave this.
He's our LIR DJ.
Oh, LAR.
He's very well
Big
missed.
fan of LIR.
Very well missed.
Yeah, hi, Andre.
Great guy.
So this is a brand new flavor, and it's called Love Potion Ice Cream.
Oh.
Oh,
Well.
Okay, and it's made by Baskin Robbins.
Oh.
And when you taste it, you are going to feel like you're in love with the ice cream.
it's delicious.
You know, she called you after eating this.
Yeah.
There's got a little bit of sour in the back end of your palate. Sweet in the beginning, but there's a little bit of tart.
Yeah.
You know your ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
She
Yeah,
does
oh,
know
yeah,
her
I
ice
know.
cream.
I don't know her.
Yeah.
I know my food,
Good
What's
job.
your favorite
Good
ice
job.
cream?
believe it or not. A perfect vanilla ice cream is still
Yeah.
a home run for me.
See, I
Because
like chocolate. I'm-
that tells you exactly if they know
What they're doing.
that consistency.
right, right.
Vanilla is actually the one that tells you.
Deep and smooth flavor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Creamy. That's it.
Yeah,
that's right.
not too sweet, not too heavy
Right,
on
right.
on the cream. You know, when they start doing the plus 20% fat, that's like,
Yeah.
you know, you have that aftertaste. But
Right.
you know, it's vanilla ice cream is always perfect for me.
So
Quick-
do you,
quick-
cook-
quick
you
show.
cook?
Yes,
You know?
I'm,
Yeah, I could tell when you said you know your food. You're a good cook.
Yes, I actually cook a lot, and we have an
Well, you know what? A
industrial
very
section.
dear friend, May, she's having her big party here, and she's Filipino. She's an amazing friend. Her mom, they're gonna get she's gonna get the roasted the pig.
Lechon.
Oh,
The-
wow.
Okay, how did you say it?
Lechon.
Lechon, yeah. Oh my God, I cannot wait for that.
Well, they, you know, Filipinos, when
Oh,
you have
my
a
God, to
party,
die
you're
for.
happy, you eat a lot. You're sad, you eat a lot.
That's
You
it.
even eat more.
That's awesome.
You know?
So you have a lot
Yeah.
of parties in your backyard?
Yeah, because I
Where do you live, by the way?
We need
In
to be put on
Glen
the
Cove.
list.
Please.
Put us on the
You won't have
invite
to ask me
list.
twice.
Yeah, because you know I think that the heart of the house is the kitchen.
That's right.
You know, it's the largest part of the house
Yeah, well put.
That's right.
because everybody comes in and you leave everything behind and you get the soul food, the comfort food, and we roll out our own pasta. You know, my
You roll it out, huh?
oh yeah,
Look at that. Roll it out.
and then everybody's like, how'd you learn how to cook?
I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you learn how to make Italian food? I said,
Right.
You watch
you
your
know,
mother.
Right.
the
You watch
great
your mother,
no, the
that's right.
great descendant of Marco Polo.
Yeah, right. Oh, okay, there you go.
From the silk trade.
Wow.
But it's good fun. And I actually, the garden, I organize it so the senior center, I invite them. The seniors come once a month, starting spring, to celebrate spring. We have the bulbs, and I make an actual guide of the garden. Because
How
it's a
nice.
perfectly manicured garden. I have over 700 English roses,
Oh, my
tree
God.
peonies.
We're coming for sure.
You
Yeah.
kidding me?
Yeah, it's a formal garden.
Can I follow you home?
Yeah, different.
I know
sections
you have
of it.
food there. I know you do.
But
I
you know
you-
what enjoys the most? The seniors. They will take the senior bus at Glen Cove, which brings all kinds of senior members of the community between Roslyn, Seacliff, Glen Head, Locust Valley.
There's
Oyster
a
Bay.
museum I went to in Glen Cove.
Which one?
It's was
The
telling
Art
you a story.
Museum? The North Shore Historical Museum?
I think it's.
That's the one museum is the North
Yeah,
Shore Historical
I'm
Museum
sorry,
and the
just-
Holocaust Museum.
It wasn't the
Does it-
Holocaust. It was so it has to be the North Shore.
The North Shore
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Historical Museum.
Yeah,
Yeah, which
beautiful.
talks about, it's a beautiful
Right, it
structure.
had a little theater part where you sit and
It's
it
very
gives you history.
beautiful.
Yeah,
But you know, it's you know, we look at Glen Cove as like, oh, what do people in Long Island do? You know, so I've been reaching out to the media and saying, hey, little communities can make a difference. And what I found that when I tossed the idea, I had all the members of the council, the mayor, you know, the county's office. They're all gung ho in supporting this challenge because everybody's doing something.
That's terrific.
But nobody's doing this kind of level of music. We're not hip hop. We're not any of that.
Yeah.
These
Right,
kids
right.
are classically
It's dram-
trained
it's
musicians.
dramatic. So again, where do they go? They just show up. You know, how do they register?
It's on the. It will. I think Steve had put it up on the website,
Yes.
so we will be able to. You know, we'll be able to see the website. I'll
did
share.
it.
I'll share all my links.
good.
Okay.
And then it all, or else the simplest thing is also the North Shore, the Holocaust Museum
On Sunday, at what time?
They have their landing page that
Right.
they have our details, and you can go find the information on the Holocaust Museum.
So the Holocaust Museum, and
Yeah.
what time does it start?
It's at 3:30. It's an hour and a half of music, and then after that we have a reception, which is also from volunteers.
that's great. That's
It's-
wonderful.
So we have everybody pulling together, and if it's a nice, beautiful day, the Holocaust Memorial Museum has a phenomenal garden.
Yes,
And there's
it
a
is. I've
section of
been
it
there.
that's dedicated to the children lost during the Holocaust. So that's the children's garden.
Yeah.
So it's all most of the work that's going on there is volunteer, and
Yes.
you know, and it's really basically the people that were touched with the Holocaust, like their parents were Holocaust survivors, their grandfathers Holocaust survivors. You know, they have it's a big challenge because one of the guys is like 102 years old.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so Mitra Hoikov is 102. I don't think that we have so many left.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think it's
very true.
you know, just taking that message across that a Holocaust is a horrible thing, and we should make that, you know, how pertinent it is and how relevant that is, that we should not as a society let that happen again. no big gorillas in the room squishing the little ones.
Right.
So,
Absolutely. Well,
and
thank you so much.
Through
really.
music, we can. I think we
it.
can.
That's right.
And
That's right.
I bet you play music too, right?
Yes, I do.
Piano?
Yeah,
How did I know that?
and classical guitar.
And guitar.
Classical guitar. Yeah.
That's amazing.
We're
Boy, is he
definitely
lucky.
coming
You cook,
over.
you play music.
And
so many
food.
things. That's what I mean. That's what I said.
And wine.
Cook,
Food,
right.
yeah.
And wine.
Don't forget the
There's
wine.
Yeah, wine's
Yeah.
a must.
Good to have.
Wine is a must.
Well,
You know,
really, you're a delightful guest
I'm
and
telling you.
good friend of the Angels. So thank you
Yes,
very much.
we try. I mean, we just never turn away anyone. And I'm also in the community development board, so we help a lot of people in the community find housing and placement.
That's
So
wonderful.
that's
So let's get back to this gentleman over
Wait,
there.
real quick. I got to give a shout out. Mario, thank you so much for checking in on me the other day and seeing how I was feeling.
good.
I really, really appreciate it.
Isn't it
Q,
good?
I
Love
love you.
potion.
Bree, I'm really, really, I can't tell you how proud I am of you. And Bree met, she's like a daughter. She met this guy on a plane, right, named Matthew. All right, so he goes to college, she goes to college. And, you know, Bree's a little on the shy side. I know she's probably getting embarrassed now if she is watching. And a sweetheart of a person, but she met somebody, and I just want to find out how far is it going. I mean, are you guys Instagramming? You guys? Oh no, you guys are. That's right. You did tell me that. You are Instagramming, and I'm really, really happy for her. Q, you're doing a great job raising her. Love you very much. Say hi to mom and dad. So yeah, okay, let's get to you now. Steve.
So
Okay.
we love you already,
Boy, thank you. I love you too.
and I love your voice.
Boy, thank you.
You both
She
have.
loves your bald head. She loves
And
your
your
bald
bald
head.
black and red are very
Black and
good
red.
colors.
Black and red, bald.
Yeah.
Love you.
But
Good.
anyway, people want to watch your show.
So
How do they watch
What
it?
I want people to do is go to YouTube and search Super Mega Trivia Slam. When you search Super Mega Trivia Slam, a whole bunch of videos pop up. You know, some that I've done a long time ago, some I've done recently. The channel I just started, and what I found out when you start your own, I've had my own YouTube channel for a long time. I have thousands of videos in that channel, but I figured if I want to focus on Super Mega Trivia Slam, I want to start my own channel and just have it dedicated to that one thing. That's the whole thing about marketing, is like focus on that one thing and get it done. So when they search Super Mega Trivia Slam, it'll come up. I don't have my own custom URL address just yet, because it has to be 30 days old. I already have 100 subscribers, but I need 1,000 subscribers.
So did you hear that? He needs subscribers,
That's right.
guys.
So
That's
Super
right.
Mega Trivia Slam, if you see the icon that says Super Mega Trivia Slam, that'll be it. Go there. The first show is up right now. I have like 8 more that I can upload, because I've done so many. But I'm waiting to see how the first one does and see where it goes from there. Yeah.
Well, we're happy to have you here, and
Well, thank
maybe
you.
at some
Well, you're
point
gonna have to do something here. one
you
day.
got to come.
That
and
sounds like a
have
fun time.
show.
Please, that would
Yeah,
love it.
yeah, that
Would
sounds like a
love
fun time. Sure, sure,
Yeah,
sure.
and, you know-
And thank you for the invite. It's been awesome. You guys are great. You know, food.
Yeah, well, sometimes,
Irish
you know,
bread.
the Breakfast Club, we do a little promoting of certain entertainers. There's only 4 on my list right now.
Okay.
You might have a shot of being number 5.
Awesome. Awesome.
And basically, you know, I do a little marketing and we work together
Yeah.
sometimes.
This, I mean, it's amazing. Long Island is filled with so many entertainers. You know, and it's an awesome audience, because it's a general. Because Long Island basically is a microcosm of the world, in my opinion.
Well, how do you
You
say
know.
Long Island?
Well,
Hopefully you say it right.
I grew up. You know, you don't say in Long Island, you say on Long Island. And with my voice,
Yeah, everybody says that.
Yeah,
I
you
live
say-
in Long Island.
No, you live on Long Island.
Yeah.
And-
And my vocal training kind of like, you know, my mom makes fun of me because I say water. It's like, no, it's water. What are you talking about? I can talk like a Long Islander. That's no
Well,
freaking
I say
problem.
Long Island.
Long Island.
Okay, that's how you
know,
say it,
you know,
okay?
You do that if you want, but I've yet to hear somebody say Long Island. You know,
Yeah.
it's like people have this perception, much like people have perception of people in Jersey, you know, or people in any place else. You know, people on Long Island, every type of person lives here. You know, and out in the East, you have the rich people, and you come back here, and there's a cross-cultural, big middle-class audience. You know, as you get closer to Queens, you know, it becomes a little more urban, but it's great because every town. I mean, in Nassau, you know, for those who don't know, if you're watching this, you know, somewhere like Australia or something.
Hopefully they
you
are.
know, Long Island is 2 counties, Nassau and Suffolk. Okay, and
So what's your favorite?
I love them all. I can't.
know.
I don't have any. I don't have any
I
favorite
like
child.
Suffolk now, but I never did before because
Well-
I was afraid to drive out there.
Well, the
Now
thing
I
is,
do.
Yeah, Nassau County is like town. But Suffolk County, you have a lot more space.
Yeah.
And occasionally you'll see a cow.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, you can't really see a cow here in Nassau County that I know of. You know, because you're, you know, by the barn, or
You
used to
see
be
some
called dairy
horses.
barn.
You might see some
You
horses.
see some horses. A friend of mine used to actually
Horses.
ride his horse down the street
And
because
the
he had a
North
horse.
Shore. And the North Shore, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so that's great. I know there's some stables.
Oh,
around
well,
here.
Yeah, well, there's one right over
we're
here. There's one
involved
right
with
over
the
here.
the
Oh, that way.
staples.
I used to work for Patch.com, and I did a travel show.
Oh, yes,
And
I knew that.
I did a travel show for Malvern and West Hempstead, and I went to like Reisterers, I did.
Oh,
I did one on the
guy's still
stables.
there, the old
and
man.
It was like, and the whole strip, in Malvern, there's like this one strip, and it's just like all these amazing. You mentioned Connolly, Connolly. I did a thing on Connolly's, I even filmed a movie.
One.
It's called A Good Man, and it was filmed mostly in Malvern. I filmed a lot of the things at Connolly's because,
Well, you
beer.
have to meet Jerry Ferrante.
I already met him. I did a story on him.
Jerry's great.
Oh, okay.
Jerry's
Well,
great.
we're very involved with
Jerry
He's
is
awesome.
amazing.
and the New
guy.
York Long Island Hall of
He
Fame.
does everything.
Great
I swear
guy.
to you, the guy does everything.
I think
Yes.
it'll be a little busy at his place tonight.
Well, Jerry is working on the Fontanas, which
That's
Gregg
right,
and I
yeah,
are involved
yeah.
with.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Coming up, I'm excited.
That's right.
Nice,
Yeah.
fantastic. Congratulations, congratulations. So
Yeah.
I love the area, and that's why I figured let's do a travelogue of the place. And
Well,
Wow.
guys, listen.
Well, thank you.
We're gonna say thank you so much for
Thank
being on
you.
the show.
Thank
Appreciate it. Had a
you.
fun time.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate
for
it.
giving us
Everyone
a
out there,
chance.
don't forget, you gotta share. Sharing is caring, I always say. And I want to thank our sponsors, which are Tranquility Spa, located on 700 Franklin Avenue in Franklin Square. You have to see Angela; she's great. Said Long Island Breakfast Club sent you. Then we have Oral Puro Jewelers, which is Teddy and Ennio was just there. Where was Ennio? Ennio, you were just there the other day. I love you, buddy. And Christine, and then located at 1033 Hempstead Turnpike in Franklin Square. And then you have Jackson Hewitt, Mr. Prince, the Prince of Taxes. And he's located at 978. I'm trying to remember all of this stuff. This is what happens when you get
You're
older. You
good.
can't remember.
You're good.
978
He's good,
Hempstead Turnpike in Franklin Square. So thank you so much for everything you guys do. Thank you, Cliff, again, for a great show. And before we go, she has to give.
I have to give a present to you, but it's got to be for your mom.
No. This is for you.
Well, you can't use
Yes,
this.
you can.
I got a present.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Okay.
Yeah,
This
look
is
what she's going to give
hair
you.
gel.
Hair gel.
So
That's why I
this
said
is-
yeah.
You said your mom? Does she have hair?
Well, I am hairy every place else. So I just get some chest hair going on here. Yeah.
So there
Look at
you
this.
go.
You're gonna
I'm
love
not
this.
giving it to Greg because he throws it on the
No,
floor.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
All right, there you go. And that's our
There we go.
information.
That's hysterical.
All right,
And
yeah.
this is for you to share.
thank you.
And this is for your gorgeous hair.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
And
Thank
those
you,
are
guys.
donated by
Oh, nice.
Queen Helena.
That's it.
And
so
that's
guys,
that's
thank
the
you,
lady that makes the hair gel, Queen Helena.
That's it. So guys,
thank
thank you so much. And guys, it's a
That's a wrap.
Welcome to Super Mega Trivia Slam. Hey, guess what? I'm your host, Steve Strangio, with a bunch of awesome trivia questions with all different themes to make the game that much more fun. I ask the questions, you guess the answers, and you keep your own damn score, okay? Are you ready? Are you sure you're ready? Let's do this.
Wait, these are actual movie titles? Are you kidding me? You kidding me, right? No. But hey, what about a fun fact? Yeah, it's absolutely a fun fact, and it's positively true. What do you think it is? You got 30 seconds. Go. There are your choices right there. Willy Wonka. Now, not Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. This is the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So keep watching. I'll make sure I will write as many wacky, insane, fun, crazy, interactive trivia questions to get you guys involved. So it's all about having fun. That's what trivia is all about, guys. Let's just have some damn fun and shout out the answers. And as always, keep your own damn score. I'm Steve Strangio. I host and produce and create the damn thing. I hope you had a good time. I'll talk to you soon. Super Mega Trivia Slam. See ya!